15 years ago, my dad bought me an Xbox 360, Halo 3, and COD 4. That's when my life completely changed forever. I became obsessed, and with people uploading their gaming footage to YouTube, I was only drawn in more. Because of legends like Smokey Drift, Zergriz, Kyo8, Blackouts, and so many more, I discovered a way more entertaining way to play Call of Duty: quick scoping. At this time, the community really started to grow, and I am so insanely lucky to have caught it from the jump. In this video, you're gonna see the progression of 14 years of sniping. From when I first started sniping back in 2008, all the way to 2022, where I'm now a signed sniper for the #1 Call of Duty organization in the world. And since none of my Dazzle footage saved from 2008, we are starting on the original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009.
Oh my God!
Someone just threw. Jesus, you
Witnessing the launch of MW2 and the birth of trickshotting, it was literally impossible not to get involved with it somehow. And while I spent a solid amount of time trickshotting this year, I was still sniping. Looking back on it now, mastering those trick shots made me feel more comfortable with my controller, which definitely helped me in the long run.
Going for clips because I'm trying to. I'm still gonna be going for clips because I'm trying to. We're trying to make sure the dual.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, scope.
Oh,
Scope.
oh, scope. Yes.
Secure B. Sam turret ready for delivery. Mark the DZ.
2010, I started to feel more confident with sniping multiple targets in a row, focusing on the person that's in front of me, but also keeping in mind where the next one is or where he's gonna be. This was also the year when I hit my first ever triple headshot, and the amount of dopamine that ran through my squeaker veins was insane.
Go, they're capping it. Just saying.
And of course, this is
Hey, you're terrible.
Airstrike standing by.
Good old Modern Warfare 3 in 2011. This was arguably the fastest sniping ever got. This was around the time where multis became a thing. Hitting multi-kills with the sniper rifle, you had to be fast. So focusing on timing was super important this year.
Go, go. You all come through here. Shoot, keep shooting. Keep shooting, go. Oh my God! Oh my God! Go. Keep shooting. Oh my God. Who is that?
He's go for taking turn.
UAV waiting order.
Oh.
There you go. One more.
Fucking trying to call it. Go.
UAV inbound.
Hunter killer drone on stand.
The freaking random kid win that freaking. Come on, go scope.
On standby.
Let's go. No one killed.
2012 was a juggernaut of a year. The release of Black Ops 2 and then how active every other COD was around that time, it was insane. Super important year for me just because of how much Call of Duty I played in this singular year. It was disgusting. Almost as important as 2017, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. A lot of special taking but really not. Yo, you're bad. Shut up. Go, keep going. Oh my God!
Like, no joke. My hands are like cold but sweaty.
Go!
When Ghost released, this is when I was drag scoping the most. Ghost didn't really allow snipers to be too fast other than the reload canceling with the USR, so I mainly played a lot of MW3 and kept getting faster on all those Call of Duties.
No! No! You got shit on. Go, 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 go! No! Nah, you cannot don't do
Look at how bad you are, kill you.
You're bad. You're so bad.
Dude, I think that my fucking jockey just...
There's a quad! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And a little fun fact, this was actually the year that I hit my first plus 30 on COD 4, which in other words, it's a 6 multi.
Get it.
Our UAV is online! They're taking our flag! Momentum lost! Enemy is back!
He just makes it, bro.
UAV recon standing by.
No. Go, fun. Get it, yes!
Advanced Warfare gave us the most extreme edition of jetpacks out of any of the Call of Duties. This year definitely made my accuracy a lot better. When you have to deal with flying enemies all over the place, it forced me to get real comfortable with aiming. 2014 was insane, man. The community at this time I feel like was at an all-time high. It really felt like everyone was on during this year.
Friendly UAV. Enemy care package
Red. And they're not, it's blue on my screen. My actual screen. 3 screens. Scope! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! US Air Quad Edge chopping!
Be advised. Hostile UAV Bravo. Be advised. Hostile UAV Bravo.
This was a pretty big year because it was the first Call of Duty that removed aim assist on snipers. At this point, I wasn't really aware of the centering just yet, so I was still drag scoping. Drag scoping with no aim assist, it's doable, but it's a lot harder. I feel like this was also the year where everything kind of started to go a little bit downhill when it came to COD.
I'm about to go into the jump shot. Whoa! Whoa! You just did a triple head.
I don't know.
Oh, go! Oh!
Was that a 5-on with 4 headshots? Oh! What was that? What was that?
2016 was the year I switched to PlayStation 4. It was the controller change. So going from an Xbox 360 controller and a little bit of an Xbox One controller for almost, 8 years? It set me back a solid amount switching controllers like that. It took a good few months to really feel good again. Thankfully though, this was the year COD 4 Remastered came out, so getting used to a new controller wasn't as bad because I was so used to the game I was playing.
Shit. Wow. You're insane.
Once you get the time to...
I just hit a 7 multi! I just hit a 7 multi! I just hit a 7 multi! I just hit a 7... 2017, in my eyes, is the most important year for me as a sniper literally ever. My entire life, I would be drag scoping to the enemy, even in Black Ops 3 when there was no aim assist. But this year, I caved in to start centering, and I'm pretty sure it was because of Sprat. Shout out to the GOAT. Some of you may not think that's a big change, drag scoping to centering, but when you've been doing the same thing for 9 years, that muscle memory will make it very hard to switch. But I forced myself, man. I knew it would make me a better player for not only World War II, but for all the CODs in the future. Check out these 2 examples right here. This first clip is the first 5 on-screen I ever got while centering. There it is, boys! So as you can see, I slow-moed it after every single shot. I'm putting the enemy in the center of my crosshairs before I scope in. This next example is my favorite one of my favorite clips on World War II. Right after I shoot, I'm putting my crosshair where I know the enemy's gonna be. So again, all I have to do is just aim in and shoot. There's no drag scoping left and right or hardcore dragging. And then here it is in fast motion. This was an important year because this was around the time I decided I was going to do this full time, stream and make content. And to do that full time, I needed to be playing the best I possibly could. I know it may sound a little bit odd, but I believe that that little switch in mentality actually made me a better sniper as well. It was just more determination, honestly. I really wanted to become a better sniper when I started centering. Reinforcements are coming to 2018 marked a decade of Call of Duty sniping experience, which is insane to say. Black Ops 4 just strengthened the centering even more. This year was a little bit of a change as well when it came to movement. Sliding was introduced in this game, and oh boy, did it actually have an effect. Not only did sliding have an effect, but jumping as well. People were jumping all over the place. Strengthening my centering and applying the movement into play, it changed my shot.
Stop!
This right here being one of my best examples for centering. Crosshair placement, map knowledge, and centering are super apparent in this clip. When I'm about to shoot the third person, I'm already taking into account where the fourth is going to be. And since I know they're not going to be spawning in front of me anymore, I'm probably going to have to turn around and see if somebody's behind me. On the radar, I see that somebody's a little bit behind me and in the alleyway. Because I've played this map so many times, I know exactly where this guy is. So as I shoot the third person, I'm putting my crosshair already to the spot where I know he's gonna be. So all I have to do is move a little bit to the left so I can get the fourth shot.
How? Fucking. Yeah, you're not.
Modern Warfare 2019, we were back on aim assist, and honestly, if a game is going to give me aim assist, I'm pretty much going to use it when it came to sniping, but to this day, I still think about removing it so I can get back to a no aim assist shot, but it's pretty bold in a game with insanely fast time to kill and all that. I never went back to drag scoping permanently. Obviously, there were some situations where you need to drag scope, but I still focused on centering. It was the most important. Everything I've learned in the past 11 years applied in this game and just strengthened everything. Warzone is an interesting one because it is Call of Duty, but it's also a battle royale, and it's completely different 6v6 or 9v9 sniping. Can't really say how much Warzone's helped my sniping when it came to multiplayer, but it just strengthened my accuracy and made me a better player on other things other than just respawning COD. It switched things up a lot, and it really made me slow down and focus on my shots and accuracy rather than trying to be a crackhead and run around the map all the time.
Oh my god, they're fighting again?
Oh, Colette! He's up top, dead. Oh! Oh!
I have 2 of them down.
Cold War was another important year for movement. The jumping and the sliding were still a little bit crazy. Not as crazy as Black Ops 4, but it was apparent and it was there. Awareness was at an all-time high, just knowing where enemies are, map knowledge, knowing when to push spawns and when not to. I just feel like my shot and my playstyle was very polished on this game. They added aim assist back, unlike the previous Black Ops, but it didn't really matter. Centering still has taken over and will take over for the rest of the time. This was also the year that I joined FaZe, and that kid that you guys just watched about 10 minutes ago would have died if he knew what was coming in the next decade, man. What's bugle water? Is it like bong water or something? Oh, right to me. Hello. 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 Hello! Then comes these next 2 years with Call of Duty Vanguard, and I did not play this game a lot. It was similar to Infinite Warfare, but with Infinite Warfare, we had MWR to back us up. There was no MWR or anything like that this year, so a lot of people, including myself, went back to Cold War. I could only go back for a little bit, but in terms of sniping and in terms of my shot, it pretty much just was another year of Cold War, strengthening map knowledge, awareness, shot, accuracy, speed, everything just sharpened. The worst year for snipers in history, in my opinion. I'm probably going to make my own goodbye Vanguard video and go into depth in that video, but for this, I'm just going to keep it short. I didn't really play it a lot, so everything that applied in the past 12, 13 years was still the same on this year. I just got better in every aspect. I just didn't do it on Vanguard. Looking back at all this footage is the craziest feeling ever, man. I grew up on Call of Duty, and it's nuts to think that if it wasn't for sniping and the community that surrounded it, I don't think I'd ever be this invested in it. And I'd like to think there's a lot of you out there who feel the same. To all the new people entering in the scene, welcome. I'm not going to pretend that it's the same as it was back in 2012, but it's still a great community with a bunch of awesome people. And lastly, to anyone I've ever talked to and became friends with over the years, you all made these years some of the best of my entire life. And I genuinely hope, wherever you guys are in life, you're good. I wouldn't take back a single second.